Daria Generalova, the founder at ICO Box, who's a marketing, PR, and communications specialist who has worked as a consultant to Argon Group and helped launch the ICO platform Cryptonymous, as the final presenter of the day, which is always difficult. Please give her a very warm round of applause. As much energy as you can muster. Come on, guys, give her like a round of applause. Yes, thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Daria Generalova, as I was already introduced. I'm co-founder of ICO Box, and I'm happy to welcome everybody of you here in Seoul, in South Korea. So I would like to talk to you a bit about blockchains and about how we change our life every day now, and I hope for the best. So I think everybody of you know that blockchains are a blast right now. New blockchains come into life like almost every day now. And if you have been at some conferences similar to this one, something like a year ago, maybe a bit more, then you know that it was really different from what we can see now. It was mostly like a bunch of geeks who were really excited about the technology, who really wanted to talk about it, to discuss it, but it was really not practical. We really were not thinking about it as about business. It was mostly like a nice technological toy, I would say. And these days, it's totally different. Those days, like first blockchains, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, they were all about disruption, revolution, about breaking the monopolies of governments, of bank systems, and so on. But if you think about what's happening now, I would not say that it's that disruptive anymore. Think about Dubai. They have their first blockchain-based government. Kazakhstan, they actually collect taxes with help of blockchains. Venezuela have their first national cryptocurrency, and they're not the only one. Like UK, China, Russia, Belarus, Singapore, we're all thinking about launching their own national cryptocurrencies. And we can see why. Blockchain is very, very practical, actually. It makes everything cheaper, quicker, it reduces the bureaucracy, reduces paperwork, helps to do everything more secure, helps to safety. And of course, more and more businesses bring blockchain into life, into their business models nowadays. We could see a lot of businesses to be tokenized, like tokens allowing access to some services, providing discounts for the services or products, tokens which can be used as means of payment. Like every day we can see more and more of them. They became quite common now. Lots of examples can be taken here. For example, Chinese government making blockchain a part of smart city infrastructure. Medical companies, a lot of them use blockchain to make storage of user data secure. Transportation, maybe a lot of you met here the Renta project. You can use them to rent even a Lamborghini with cryptocurrency. It's quite a perk, I believe. Telecommunications, I don't know how about you, but I travel really a lot. And you wouldn't believe how much actually I pay every month for my roaming charges. And blockchain can eliminate the agents between us and telecom providers. And we can get roaming prices at the same price as local people do in local countries. So I'm really looking forward to it. Of course, security, like digital security would help with know your customer projects, with anti-money laundering system, with verification processes, with helping to store your data secure and help it not to be stolen, of course. Education, you don't need now to think about choosing your tutor, mentor, teacher at the city where you live. You can just choose the best one wherever this person lives. I myself have a tutor who lives in Peru. I myself live in Canada, and it's not a problem anymore. I pay with Bitcoin. Marketing, I'm myself a marketing person, so I'm super excited to see how different influencers platform, native video platform, advertising platform become better every day with help of blockchain. So this all sounds super promising. I would say even vanilla maybe. So Blockchain helps us to solve a lot of problems, but actually blockchain also brings some problems which we didn't think about before. So infrastructure bottleneck. Think about Bitcoin, the most famous cryptocurrency. You can't pay for your coffee cup with Bitcoin. It would be really too expensive and quite a lot. Coffee would be cold by the moment when I get it. CryptoKitties. Everybody remembers this fun game. It almost killed Ethereum at all. Fragmentation of blockchains. We have a lot of very, very nice blockchains, but they really work separately. And looks like we can end up actually with different blockchains in the same field, but working from different parts of the world. Like separate blockchain for Europe, separate for North America, separate for Korea, Japan, and so on. And think about blockchain. The idea was to bring the whole world together, not to put it into pieces again. But it can be understandable very easily. If you're a little blockchain project, it's not so easy to go worldwide. You can't wait where the world will just wake up knowing about you. You need to bring them information. You need to let them know about you. And if you think about marketing campaign for an average blockchain company, it will be about 20 countries which you need to go to, over 10 languages. It's not just a language barrier, so language barrier is quite a difficult one. I know a lot of clients who got their clients laughing when showing them translated presentations, because most of translating agencies, they don't know anything about blockchain, and then they can give really strange translations for some terms from blockchain industry. I once saw the project from crypto mining industry, and they got their mining devices translated as actual people who dig the ground. The whole presentation just lost the whole sense, actually, after this. It's all time consuming. It all requires a lot of human power, a lot of money, of course. And think about how differ our means of communications, how we think differently. We have different gestures, which we don't understand from each other countries. Our different channels and tools. Look at our messengers. I have Telegram to communicate with people in Europe and North America. And actually for North America, additionally, I check Reddit because they prefer this one. And for China, I have WeChat. For Korea, I have KakaoTalk. For Japan, it's Line. And guess what? I've just been in Vietnam, and they use Viber there. I need one more messenger in my list. Actually, the audience, I could see quite a lot of ladies here in Korea and also in Japan. But if you go to the conference in North America, you can end up to be the only lady in the room. Even in my company, we have like 4 partners who co-founded the company, and I'm the only one woman. I think that we don't have more than 10% of the company of girls. It's quite lonely, you know. Even the age, I'm happy to see here how people of different ages are interested in blockchain. But in North America, it would be mostly young guys, about 20 plus age. And if you ask, for example, my mom what I do, she would never know. She does not know what blockchain is at all, and nobody of her friends. It's quite difficult, you know. Another thing about geographic borders. We always say that blockchain comes to disrupt it, to make the whole world unite. And I can confirm that it really helps a lot. For example, we have 4 partners in my company, and each one of us live in our country, in 4 different countries. And one of my partners I have seen in person just several times, and another one I have never seen in person. We spent like numerous hours on Skype and Zoom and so on. We talked a lot on Telegram and other messengers, but really, I have never seen one of my partners. So I worked with him like a couple years so far. It's all nice, but when I think about so many projects which could disrupt some trust in it. For example, one of my projects once was totally copied. Some guys just took my project, my site, and changed the design, took photos of some random guys just stolen from the internet, and put their own website and started collecting money. And people believed them. We actually put some money into this project, so it was a total scam. And it took some time for us to find out, to announce this, so people would know it, and so on. And these kind of projects, they really break the trust. We have to earn this trust. And we can't wait that blockchain technology helps us to make people from all around the world to believe that we really deserve this trust. We have to meet them in person. We have to come to see each other face to face to show that we're interested in their opinion. We want to know their feedback. We want to hear their concerns. We want to address them to make our projects better, which means we have really traveled a lot. Here's a map of different cities, not just random cities. Those are cities which representatives of ICO Box visited for the last 3 months. A lot of these cities I visited myself, but believe me, it wouldn't be possible just for one person. It really requires a lot of time. And guess what? Today I talked here at this conference with people from Korea, of course, from Japan, from North America, like from Canada and the US, from Italy, from France. And we all come together here to talk some blockchain, to see what's happening, to network a bit. When I first heard about blockchain a couple years ago, I was not interested at all. My husband is quite a big, he was super excited. He told me like details of the technology, it's a game-changing thing. I wasn't interested at all. I said, that sounds boring. And after this, I met people who do blockchain, who put their time and effort into this. And then I believed. Because when you see all these people who come from all different parts of the world together to do something, you just can't not to believe. So I wanted to thank everybody of you for coming here today, for taking some time to change a bit of this world and to see how 1 year after, I can say again that a year ago this conference was quite interesting, but you wouldn't imagine how much better it is now. Thank you all so much. Thank you.